Understanding procrastination. Okay, so what exactly is procrastination? To put it simply, procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing tasks, but there's more going on under the surface. Imagine your brain as a workplace. In one office, you have the prefrontal cortex, the sensible manager. This part of the brain handles planning, decision-making, and self-control. It's the one who says, we need to get this project done for our future success. In another office, you have the limbic system, the impulsive toddler. This part of the brain is all about immediate pleasure and avoiding discomfort. It's the one who shouts, let's binge watch that new series right now. When you procrastinate, it's usually because the limbic system has hijacked the controls, steering you away from tasks that seem hard or boring, even if they're important. Why does this happen? It's all about avoiding stress and seeking instant gratification. Let's break it down further. When you face a challenging task, your brain interprets it as stress. The limbic system, not liking stress one bit, looks for a quick escape. This might be checking social media, playing a game, or any activity that feels more enjoyable in the moment. Here's an example. This report is so stressful, let's watch cat videos instead. But the deadline is tomorrow. Cat videos now. Procrastination often starts a vicious cycle. The more we avoid the task, the more stress and guilt we feel. This in turn makes the limbic system push harder for immediate distractions, and we end up procrastinating even more. But there's good news. By understanding this internal struggle, we can start to regain control. We can learn to manage our impulses and reduce the power of the limbic system. Identifying your procrastination triggers. Everyone has different triggers that set off their procrastination. Understanding these triggers is the first step to beating them. Common triggers include fear of failure, perfectionism, and feeling overwhelmed. Imagine you have a big project due. The task seems so huge that you don't even know where to start. Your brain says, this is too much. Let's take care of something easier instead. And just like that, you're procrastinating. Let's make this more relatable. Imagine you're a student. You have an essay to write, but every time you think about it, you get a knot in your stomach. You think, what if my essay isn't good enough? What if I get a bad grade? These thoughts make you anxious, so you push the essay aside and scroll through your phone instead. Here's a tip. Keep a procrastination journal. Note down when you procrastinate, what you were supposed to be doing, and what you did instead. Also, write down what you were feeling at the time. Were you bored, scared, or just plain tired? This can help you spot patterns and understand your triggers better. For example, task, write essay. What you did instead, watched YouTube. Feelings, overwhelmed and scared of not doing well. Once you identify your triggers, you can start to address them. If fear of failure is a trigger, remind yourself that it's okay to make mistakes and that getting started is the hardest part. If feeling overwhelmed is a trigger, break the task into smaller, manageable steps. Let's say you need to write a research paper. Instead of thinking about the entire paper, focus on just writing the introduction. Once that's done, move on to the next section. Breaking tasks into smaller parts makes them feel less overwhelming and more doable. Recognizing your triggers is a powerful tool. It helps you understand why you procrastinate and gives you the power to change your habits. The science of motivation. At the core of motivation lies dopamine, a chemical in our brain that plays a big role in how we feel about rewards. Dopamine is like the brain's feel-good messenger. When you complete a task, your brain releases dopamine, making you feel happy and satisfied. This reward system helps us feel motivated to do things, even tasks we might not enjoy. Here's the catch. Our brains are wired to seek out activities that give us quick hits of dopamine. This is why scrolling through social media or playing video games can feel so much more appealing than doing homework or work assignments. These quick activities give instant rewards, while bigger tasks often have delayed gratification. Imagine you're a student again. You need to study for an exam, but every time you think about studying, it feels overwhelming. Meanwhile, watching your favorite YouTuber gives you an instant rush of enjoyment. Your brain, craving that quick dopamine hit, steers you towards YouTube and away from your textbooks. To trick your brain into finding motivation, you can create smaller, more immediate rewards for your bigger tasks. Break your work into small steps and reward yourself after completing each one. For example, study for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break to do something you enjoy. This method is known as the Pomodoro technique, and it helps keep your brain engaged by providing regular, small rewards. SMART goals are another great way to stay motivated. SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of saying, I want to get good grades, a SMART goal would be, I will study for 30 minutes every day at 5 p.m. This goal is clear and gives your brain a specific target to hit. Let's put it into action. Specific, I will write 200 words of my essay. Measurable, I will track my progress. Achievable, I have all the materials I need. Relevant, this essay is due next week. Time-bound, I will do this in the next hour. Using these strategies, you can make even the toughest tasks feel manageable. Break your work into small steps, set smart goals, and give yourself regular rewards. This keeps your dopamine levels steady and your motivation high. Effective time management techniques. First up is the Pomodoro technique, which we touched on earlier. This method is simple but powerful. You work for 25 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. After 4 work sessions, take a longer break of 15 to 30 minutes. This technique helps maintain your focus and gives your brain regular breaks to recharge. Let's see how it works. Set a timer for 25 minutes and start working. When the timer goes off, take a 5-minute break. Stretch, grab a snack, or do something relaxing. Repeat this cycle 4 times, then take a longer break. Using this method, tasks become more manageable and you're less likely to feel overwhelmed. Another great technique is time blocking. This involves scheduling specific blocks of time for different tasks throughout your day. Instead of having a vague to-do list, you'll have a clear plan for when you'll work on each task. Here's an example. Time blocking helps you stay organized and ensures that you allocate enough time for each task. Plus, it makes it easier to stick to your plan because you know exactly what you need to do and when. The Eisenhower matrix is another useful tool. It helps you prioritize tasks based on their urgency and importance. The matrix has 4 quadrants: urgent and important. Tasks you need to do immediately. Important but not urgent. Tasks you should schedule to do later. Urgent but not important. Tasks you can delegate to someone else. Not urgent and not important. Tasks you can eliminate. Here's how it works. Write down all your tasks. Place each task in the appropriate quadrant. Focus on the tasks in the urgent and important quadrant first. Let's say you have the following tasks. Study for a test, urgent and important. Plan a birthday party, important but not urgent. Answer a non-critical email, urgent but not important. Watch TV, not urgent and not important. By using the Eisenhower matrix, you can see that studying for the test should be your top priority, while watching TV can be pushed to the back burner. Building productive habits. Habits are formed through a loop. Cue, routine, reward. The cue is what triggers the habit. The routine is the action you take, and the reward is the benefit you get from the action. Understanding this loop helps you create new productive habits. Imagine you want to build a habit of studying every day. Start by identifying a cue. This could be something like sitting down at your desk after lunch. The routine is the act of studying, and the reward could be a small treat or a break after you've completed your study session. Here's a simple example. Cue. After lunch, you sit at your desk. Routine. You study for 30 minutes. Reward. You get to watch a short episode of your favorite show. By consistently following this loop, you'll train your brain to associate the cue with the routine and the reward. Over time, studying will become a natural part of your day. Creating a productive environment also plays a key role in building habits. Your surroundings can significantly impact your ability to focus and stay on task. Keep your workspace clean and free from distractions. If your desk is cluttered, you're more likely to get distracted by the mess. Let's look at some practical tips for setting up a productive environment. Keep your desk tidy and organized. Remove any distractions, like your phone or unrelated books. Have all your study materials within reach. Use tools like noise-canceling headphones if you're easily distracted by background noise. Accountability can also help you stick to your habits. Share your goals with a friend or family member who can check in on your progress. Sometimes, knowing that someone else is keeping track can give you that extra push to stay committed. Habit tracking apps are another great tool. They help you monitor your progress and stay motivated. Apps like Habitica, Habitbull, or even a simple calendar where you mark off each day you complete your habit can be incredibly effective. Seeing your streak grow provides a visual representation of your consistency, making you less likely to break the chain. Consistency is key when building new habits. It's important to stick with your routine, even if you don't feel like it. There will be days when motivation is low, but pushing through these times is what solidifies your new habits. Let's recap with a quick example of building a habit. Identify a cue. After breakfast, sit at your desk. Set a routine, write in your journal for 10 minutes. Reward yourself. Enjoy a cup of your favorite tea. By following these steps and staying consistent, you'll find that your new productive habits become second nature. Remember, small changes add up over time, and before you know it, you'll have transformed your daily routine.